Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Rod, aka Modest Media, here to bring you a special update on patreon.com/dead end hip hop. We see it, man. We've been seeing it for years, you know what I'm saying? We miss albums, you know what I'm saying, that y'all wanted us to review. So we decided to change a level that's on Patreon right now, the current classic review level. Now it's going to be called the request line.
Nominate them is request line. You want it? Put it up there. Then we'll let the people vote, and we, you know what I'm saying, we'll do what you want us to do.
But you got to be at the nomination level, though.
Got to be at the nomination level.
Just for anybody. Now.
Exactly.
It ain't just for anybody.
Look, man, I'm gonna give y'all a little time to matriculate in here. You know what I'm saying?
Not matriculate.
Matriculate. You know what I'm saying? People's got to matriculate before I start spitting the gospel over here. But how y'all boys doing, man? How y'all doing?
Good, man. We're good.
You talking to us?
Yeah, talking to y'all.
Oh, yeah, I'm good, man. How you doing? I appreciate you asking, man.
I'm good.
I appreciate you asking, man.
Oh, man, I'm good. But nah, here we are. You know what I'm saying? Another Wednesday, another live, another The Listening. And we appreciate everybody that's watching us. Appreciate everybody and all of the feedback that we've been getting from The Listening. It's only going to get bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? We're working on trying to get some other type of music artists, right? Not just rappers, but producers, executives. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to grow The Listening into something that no other music entity is doing on the internet right now. Because you know what it is, man. There's no politics, no BS. So, with that being said, today I dropped a little hint at the end of the one with Quelle Chris. Big love to Quelle Chris. Shout out to you, man. Love, you know what I'm saying, the everything that you gave us on that one. Go back and watch that one. And if you haven't already, become a patron so that way you can get the exclusive music that the artists are dropping on The Listening. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to drop that on YouTube. You're just going to get, you know how we does, man. We going to feed the streets. But if you want the exclusive, you got to go pay for that. That being said, this rapper hails from Carson, California. Dropped his debut mixtape January 1st, 2015. In the meantime, back on August 8th, 2018, was signed to TDE, re-released the mixtape. Was also featured on the Black Panther soundtrack, you know what I'm saying, on the song called Seasons. And if you don't know who this is, it should be, because it rhymed with seasons. I
was wondering if you did it on purpose.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, he probably was.
Let me cook. But today, we got Reason on The Listening. What
Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal, bro? Yeah, I like that intro. Fuck with that.
Hey, I had to press him, man. I had to press him, bro, because he was just like, man, you better give these artists their props, man.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's facts.
That's love. That's love. I appreciate it.
The only thing that was missing, I thought he was going to weave in the Earth, Wind, and Fire, something from Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Reason.
No.
He don't know nothing about that.
Nah, you know what's funny is that I have at least 42 beats from producers where they sample that and they just be like, oh, he gonna rap on this shit. Like I know he is.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah.
Look, it has to be really, really dope.
It gotta be so crazy. I'm like, I don't want to touch that, bro. Like,
right.
Sending me that. Yeah, like I don't want to touch that, bro.
But people might be like, I don't know, that's
I respect it.
Corny, bro.
Hey, I know, I respect it. I respect it. It's
Not as a fan.
It's too on the nose, you know what I'm saying?
It's way too on the nose, bro. There's no way. Yeah.
It would be dope though.
And shout out to everybody that's watching us live on YouTube. The super chats are open. They are not for Dead End Hip Hop. They are definitely 100% for Reason. So anything that you want to ask Reason in regards to his music career, beats, all of that type of stuff, go ahead and send those joints in. We will get to your super chats after the member questions. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they get priority. You know what I'm saying? But yes, sir.
I must be really loud because my mic was off and y'all can still hear me.
Oh, wow.
You know what's crazy is I was like, why he sound like he in the kitchen? Like he sound
that's hilarious.
Yeah, now I can hear you better. So yeah.
That's what's up.
So look, this is where I want to start off real quick. you posted this on Twitter not too long ago, but you say you got a little time between projects. You're doing some features for up and coming artists. Yeah, go ahead and you know what I'm saying, let us know what's the details behind that and why you are doing that for up and coming artists.
Well, before you do that, man, I just want to say, man, I'm happy to have you on here, bro. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, man. I know before we got on, I know you were saying that you were fans of us and stuff, man, but like we've been fans of you from the jump, man. So I just wanted to first say that, like, thank you for coming on to the listening, bro, for real.
No, I appreciate it, bro. Like I was saying, like this really is like a bucket list. Like I got certain things in my career that is like bucket list type things, and this is one of them. It was like rap on Sway, like it was certain shit, and I've been fans of y'all niggas for a long time, bro. So it's genuinely. That's why I'm really hot that I couldn't make it all the way down there and be in the room. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, man,
we could make it happen. We definitely got to make it happen in another occasion, man.
Yeah,
for real.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but about the tweet for up and coming artists, so. I hate saying label because it has such a negative connotation to it now, but the collective I'm starting is called Do More. And we will sign artists at some point, but right now I really just want to build with up and coming artists. I feel like when I was up and coming, nobody, and still up and coming, but, have made it a little bit. There were no type of like ways for artists to like build horizontally. Everything was like an artist trying to get, and it's still kind of that way, trying to get a bigger feature, a bigger look. And I just want to teach artists that's willing to learn and listen. So the feature thing, it's not your normal like, oh, tap in, pay for a feature. This is like, yo, if your business is right and you want to do content, you want to, set up the primaries for the drop, let's strategically do it. I can show you how to weave it into a rollout. I got guys at Apple and Spotify that I can hit to get on playlists. Like, I want to show you how to do it the right way if you don't know. And then that way, even after my feature, you can go on and continue to like do your rollout the right way. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I tweeted something not long ago, and I had a fan that was an artist, and he was like, us as up-and-coming artists, we pay all this money for blogs, and then it's like it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm like, damn, niggas are still paying for blogs? Like, that's crazy. Like, so it let me know that, like, niggas are so out of touch with how to actually do it, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to, I'm only doing like 4 or 5 because I'm not about to be rapping 30 verses. But with those 4 or 5, like, I want to make it a thing. I'm trying to line them up to where they drop like once every 2 weeks, the features. That way, even my fans that's looking at it will be like, oh shit, he going on a feature run. Like, what is he dropping next? So that'll tune my fans in. And I just want to make it a thing and make it right. You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's what's up.
To do more. That's you released I Love You Again on under that Do More joint. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. If you in LA, we'll move this to other places also, but we're about to have a workshop where we're gonna black out and do 4 nights of studio, just studio sessions. I'll be there. I'm gonna have like some of the homies pull up, Kaz, Buddy, Guap, whoever's in town, and we'll be selecting artists selectively, but just basically have niggas come up and cook, similar to the Revenge of the Dreamers, but it's not leading to a project. But I just want to do shit like that to kind of just give up and coming artists a shot, bro, because it's so hard to break through right now. It almost feel like if you're not doing some shit that go viral, you can't even remotely make no type of progress. So I'm just trying to open up some type of lane, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of that on the I Love You Again. I could tell that you were, just kind of throwing those nuggets out there, like to artists and things.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah, just tell niggas, just tap in and pay attention, because we're gonna have a lot of stuff coming up, and I want to be able to, make it in a situation where people feel like they can actually like get some type of value. It's not, I just paid this much money for an artist to give me a feature and he gave it to me and that was it. It's like, okay, he actually pulled up and did content with me. He actually posted and we did collab posts, like, because I don't know why artists don't do that. Niggas act like it's gonna hurt them if they do that. So I'm just like, nah, let's do it the right way. Yeah, so I don't get it.
That's what's up. Yeah. No, man, that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Reaching back and showing the way. Because I feel like in the industry, man, like people, and 2 Chainz was talking about this, like no gatekeeping. Shout out to Vic Spencer as well. He was talking about it. Like let's not gatekeep. Like make this shit an open market. You know what I'm saying? Show people the way, because there's so many talented people that don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And you're 100% right. It is hard to break through if you don't go viral at this point.
Man, bro, it's tough, and it's like understanding that, like, even the artists that go viral, like, if they don't go crazy on social media, like, they music not selling. And so that's another thing. Like, I want to even teach artists like what the music business is. Like, JD just tweeted some shit about independent versus label shit. I'm like, this nigga's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, but it also, the way people responded, because all people could really say about independent is like, oh, you have the freedom to drop. And I'm like, it's so many more benefits in it. And that just lets me know that people don't really understand how the industry works. So I just kind of want to give as much game as I possibly can, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Do you think JD was trolling with that tweet, or you think he was serious?
I think he's serious, bro. I just think it's one of those things where, like, when you're so far detached, that all you fuck with is like the biggest art. You really believe that. And I do agree with him that if I'm trying to be, or if I'm in a position to be a huge artist, it do make more sense to sign with a major. That's why I said in my tweet, I said, I'm not anti-major. I'm pro-major when it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like when it makes sense to go to a label and get a bag and them shoot you off like what Doechie's doing. That made sense. Like it made sense for her to go to Capitol and do that. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not pro for a nigga that got 20,000 followers to go sign to Def Jam and be in a 40-60 where he owed 3 like, nigga, no, that's crazy. That makes no sense. Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah. Everything about life be timing, man. I be trying to tell people that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might not be your time, like you saying, you know, to hit that major. But like for Doechii, she put in that work, she grinded it out. You know what I'm saying? Got the Grammy. Now it's time. Now it's time to make that move. You know
and you got to be honest with yourself. Like Doechii is superstar. The day I met Doechii, I was like, oh, she's out of here. Like she's so fucking, like she's superstar talent in a time where like black women are getting the most love that they've ever gotten in the music industry. So she's dark skinned, she's black, she's a female, she's hella talented, she can rap and sing. Like niggas ain't Doechii. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that also factors into it, and you gotta be honest about who you are and where you stand and kind of make the best decision for you. So I
remember you had her on Porches, right?
Shout out to Doechii. Yeah, shout out to Doechii, big Doechii. Yep.
Before we get into the music that we're doing for the listening, the old, the new, the unreleased, I definitely wanted to talk about the joint that you released with Boz earlier this year, because man, when I started playing that shit, I'm like, bro, you know me, you know my phrase, bumping the whip. I was like, God damn, nigga, the bass line on that shit crazy. How did that come about? And it looks like you're tapping into a lot of the Dreamville artists right now.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, is that they've always been the homies. I never wanted to overdo it when I was on TDE, because there was like this weird, like fans, this the crazy shit about TDE fans. Niggas will be mad at me for having features with Dreamville artists. I'm like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I never wanted to overdo it, because I'm like, I don't want to come out with a project and I got 5 Dreamville niggas on it, even though they're my homies, and then I got 1 TDE feature or something like that. You know what I mean? So me and Boss been trying to we actually got some joints already, but we've been trying to, get one for a minute. And so my boy Suave, he actually from Atlanta, and he did the beat. And he was sending me beats because we was trying to get something. And he actually hated that beat. He didn't mean to send it to me. And so he sent me like 6 joints. Yeah. So I tagged that one in the text. I'm like, yo, what's this one? He like, oh, I ain't even meant to send it. I'm like, nigga, this shit crazy. He like, so if you fuck with it, like, so I sent it back to him. And he like, nah, this shit is actually, he like, it's fire. I don't have nothing for it, but this shit is actually hard. And I was like, nah, I already sent it to Boss. And Boss was out the country at the time, but as soon as he got back, it was maybe like 24 hours later, he sent me his verse, and I was at the gym actually when he sent it to me, and that shit was just fire, bro. Like it was the easiest layup that I could ever get. So shout out to Boss for that. Yeah,
100%. It felt like a layup. It was like, God damn,
these niggas. That shit. So, and it got a mix of like the soulful sample, but then the hard ass drum. Like it's just that shit is like
soulful trap, bro. Like that. I love that shit. And then like the way both of y'all is flowing on that, bro, is just perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's love. Thank you, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so that leads into the joints that you sent. Look, man, if this is your first time on the listening, artists always send an old one, a current one, and an unreleased one. And this is the reason why you want to become a Patreon, so that way you can go back and revisit the unreleased joint. But we're starting with the old joint. You sent us A Broken Winter. Go ahead and intro that song and why you chose it.
Yeah, so this is A Broken Winter Break. It's off of Porches. And I chose this record because, to me, the whole entire Porches album is about, like, this record. Like, to me, this record sets this, like, the tone for, like, what the album is. And this song is about a kid, which just happened to me, went away to school. And a lot of times when you leave, certain areas and neighborhoods, when you come back, you be thinking everything gonna be changed and everything's the same. So like it's crazy. Like, so everything, I leave the porch, I go off to school, and when I come back, it's like the homies are still gang banging, they still gang banging, the niggas are still selling drugs, they still doing that, the homies are still trying to get a scholarship, but they really not good enough, but they think they are, they still doing that. And it's everything revolves around the same shit, but I've been gone, so I'm different. So now I used to look at it a certain way, but now I come back and I'm like, nigga, I'm not really on this shit, but I feel like I still got to kick it with the homies because you know what I mean? That's where I come from. And so end up getting robbed, and it wasn't even about what I got robbed for. It's more about the fact that I felt like I had to retaliate because that's who I was, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, I'm like, nigga, I don't even care about the shit that they took type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I know stuff. And I changed it a little bit in the song. Like, what actually happened was I was at the gym, niggas went in my shit and took it. And I seen him took, but I'm like, I was about to get like a new one, so I'm not really tripping. But it's almost like an ego thing. Like, nah, you can't let niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like, but it's like if I go do that, then what does that really get me for what? You know what I mean? And I feel like it sets the tone for the album because it's really, the album is really about like whether you on a stoop, a porch, or front yard. Like, we all learn all of our characteristics and environment in that space. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where we learn all this shit, and that's what shapes you for the rest of your life. And until you get off your porch and go to another porch, you don't even know no different. This is just what it is. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that's why I picked A Broken Winter Break. So yeah, that's what's up.
Y'all little niggas just start running out this kitchen while I'm cooking this food. And Robert, so you better get his ass for the street life.
Hello. Okay, cool. 10 and 4 make a rich man poor. I bet you won't do it. Thank you. Damn. Okay. 7-11. Give me my motherfucking money.
Hungry, snotty nose, hood niggas without some options. Chillin', plotting, Friday night, need some ducats. Nigga was poppin', he was born inside that life. I'm his friend, I went to college. I'm at home for winter break. When I got back, some niggas robbed me, ain't get everything. I try to talk him out that life, give him some better dreams. Like, you ain't gotta keep hustling, nigga, there's better things. But he stuck in it, nigga, fuck it. His pops got 7 mowers, his mom's and his little brother on that porch chillin'. Think about retaliation and getting some more chicken. His heart frozen cold, I'm talking that corpse feeling. You just gon' let them niggas rob you? We got everything we need right here. Let's go and slide through, that's a meal waiting for us. Only right we drive through. I can see it in your eyes, something that changed inside you. We debate for hours and hours just going back and forth, but we forgot something very important also on that porch. Blurry off a fifth, stumbling gone vision. Devil still chasing, feel like he long-winded. Hungry little niggas that's looking for meal tickets. I was born in this machine, some niggas are still in it. Yeah, I
dive. Yeah, so yeah, that's A Broken Winter Break.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And the dope part about that is if you listen to the whole album, there's a part 2 to that called Bussin'. And so the little boy that's on the porch, y'all know if you follow me, like I'm heavy in the storytelling. I talk about the little boy on the porch because while all of this shit is going on, like he just watching all this shit. And so he's absorbing everything. He's seeing the dice game. He's seeing, you get what I'm saying? Like the mama yelling and cussing and niggas do like, so then when he grow up, that's the second part of that is busting, and it come on, you know, as far as love go, nigga ain't got no suspect. Bust down wrist, bust a bitch and I bust checks. Like that's what he thinking about because that's what he grew up on. It's like nigga, it don't matter about you know life, love, you know, all that matter is you know getting bread and jewelry and all that. So yeah,
that's the joint with Ray Vaughn. Who
with Ray Vaughn,
made a little name for himself this year.
Everybody had on this album like back in days.
Yeah,
so
man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I want to settle something.
Ray Vaughn.
I want to settle something once and for all.
Yep.
Was the Porches album what you turned in? Was that the actual album? When you turned it in?
So that was the album, but after me turning in like 5 versions of the album, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So it started off as something that I wanted to be an EP because I wanted to drop it a year after New Beginnings. So I wanted to follow right back up. And it was called Stories That Are Forgotten. And actually on New Beginnings, there's a song called Stories I Forgot. That was supposed to be on Stories That Are Forgotten. So I work on multiple projects at one time. And so I just kept turning it in a project. And by the time I got to this full body of work of Porches, it had elements from all of these different ideas, which is my only regret in the project, because there's times where the project can sound like it's all over the place. You get what I'm saying, sonically. And it's because I was trying to check all these boxes, which is one thing I'm grateful for, being independent. I can do shit and not have to second guess it and check all. I was trying to, I got to check the trap box and the box for the women. And it's just like, it became, it's really good music on it, but I feel like if I could go back, I could have made that entire project a little bit more cohesive. If that makes sense. So yeah.
That's what we kept going back and forth on that review. We was trying to figure out, like, okay, it seemed like it was a different album.
Yeah, it's like
I remember. Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny. That was like, I love that review because it's like there were so many things that y'all. It's just weird when people can catch shit even when they haven't even had a conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, you know, like y'all was the only people to catch the poor and riches is porches. If you take certain letters out, y'all also caught that like there was different elements from different albums, and I was just like, damn, how these niggas know all this shit? And it's like, I'm like, these niggas was not in the studio with me, but like, yes, like these 3 is from this project and these 4 is from over here, and it was really supposed to be 11, but now it's 18, and it just kind of got all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Shout out
to Myke C-Town. He was the one that pointed out the poor.
He was the one that he was the one that he was like, I keep saying poor riches hella fast, and it's like, he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I put certain shit in my albums that I never think people are going to catch. They're just for me. You know what I mean? So it's dope when somebody actually takes the time and, you know, figure it out. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Because look, like, you know, and again, you gave us our praise. Like, we're not ones to just pump out a review just to hit the algorithm. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to take our time. And sometimes we've had albums where we're like, hey, wait, hold on. We got to wait. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've listened to it a couple times, but it's still so dense. It's still so many things that we got to catch. You know what I'm saying? So now we definitely take our time. You know what I'm saying? We maintain our own lane. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I appreciate that. Not to cut you off, like I appreciate the fact that y'all don't have reviews that drop the day of. Like that shit is crazy to me. When niggas have rated the Playboy Cardi album. It's like, nigga, like you might have worked on this project for a year. Like you gonna rate it in 3 hours, you know what I mean? Like, even though that one you probably could rate in like 3 hours, but but you get my point that I'm making though. It's like you know, when niggas drop shit 2 days out, it's like, bro, like it's so much involved. Like niggas is putting their lives into this shit, and you know, just because like you said, you trying to hit the algorithm while it's hot, you just dropping content. So yeah.
The only time I will say this, the only time we do that, if we do that, because it's very seldom that we do, we got the album already. You know what I'm saying? The artist
got it. That makes sense.
They gave it to us, and then it's like, boom, you know, we'll drop a day of or the next day. But you know, we're not into that. You know what I'm saying? Again, we just the people, man. We just hear, you know, a whole bunch of fans, and we turned on the camera and it turned into Dead and Hip Hop. So
that's I had Jesus Take the Wheel playing, and I was taking my kid to soccer practice, and he in the back just hey 10, but he's into music and rap and stuff. He be walking around the house just rapping and stuff like that because he, you know, be hearing stuff on YouTube or whatever. And so I was bumping it, and it just caught his attention. So he's on his phone. And then he just, and all there is, bitch, I'm straight.
I gotta get some clean versions because it's funny. My nieces, they be coming around and they be singing my song. I'm like, nah, don't do that. I gotta get some clean versions. That's actually one of my that became one of my favorite songs on the album once I did the tour. That shit was always like the craziest part of the tour because, you know, God bless me, you know my heart. But I would always start the segment like talking about like church and how I'm dealing with a deep trauma, and then I play that and then niggas lose their mind. So yeah, let's go. Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, so the current joint is called Stuck on Moments. Go ahead, intro that, and why'd you pick it?
Yeah, so Stuck on Moments off the new project, I Love You Again, featuring Coda the Friend. Shout out to Coda. I picked this record because this was the only song on this project that I actually like really fought back and forth with, wanting it to be on the actual album that's coming next year. And it's a record. I wrote it on the drive. I was headed to Long Beach, and it was just literally where I was at mentally. And it's talking about being, you know, stuck in a weird transition where trying to be open and more vulnerable and healing. I'm going to therapy and trying to, like, you know, change certain traditions that I've had, you know what I mean, as a person, but also feeling like this conflicting feeling behind it. You know what I mean? And that's with, running to the bottle every time I feel, stress or anxiety and whatnot, or, for people that's in a relationship, feeling like you gotta step out every time your girl getting on your nerves. Like it's coming from a space of having these thoughts and trying to change, but still being stuck in your old ways. And it's my favorite song right now on the project. I actually wanted to do the full record and do 2 verses, but Coda like went crazy, so I was like, I'm not gonna be that nigga that's sneaking a 3rd verse. And then it's a part at the end of the song that after we play it, I'll talk about that last little part at the end of the song. So yeah,
cool.
Yeah. 1 2 1 2 1 2. So. In a different, we get there. 2 stuck on moments, trying to drown out the pain, so a nigga kept going. Locked in on the hate, but the love kept flowing. Yeah, denying all my demons to keep the shit moving. Sometimes I wish I could fly away. Yeah, and fly away. My spirit low, the sky's gray. Seek for brighter days. Steady trying to change direction, hard to hide my ways. The tears that I'm letting go rain on my parade. Got to know the real me while soaking and broken. I know I'm healing, but it hurts to be potent and open. I've been limiting myself, not speaking on moments. It's photosynthesis, look, I should be focused on growing. I tried to numb all my deepest pain in them dark days. With the liquor and pussy, I hit them all parlays. Why get a negative? So much of my attention. I've been living dreams, spilling hope, and I can pack buildings. Take my lowest moments and create a path with them. Sharp while I'm speaking truths, I feel like Cat Williams. I woke up every day and I put on that mask, nigga, knowing damn well I was on my last, nigga, I was down bad. Trying to drown out the pain, so a nigga kept pouring.
So yeah, it's just gonna keep going because it's like a perfect loop.
Yeah.
That shit beautiful.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah,
man, this is one of my favorite joints off the new project, bro. For real.
Nah, same, bro. Like, I can't stop listening to it. Now I had the shit for at least 7 to 8 months. My favorite part of that is at the end, and it's just because it resonated so much with me at the time. But when I say live my life on exit roads, it's like when you're on a plane, you're on the exit road, they ask you, can you assist or whatever the case in case of an emergency. And that's where I felt like I was in at the time. It's like I got so much shit I got to work on for myself and got to get myself together with, and I just constantly feel like I don't know how to say no. So whenever somebody's asking me to do something, I'm trying to stretch myself so thin that I'm not even taking care of me and myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm drinking and I'm running myself into the ground. And every time somebody's calling me for something, I'm telling them like, yeah, I got you. Because that's just how I've always been. And it was just putting me into this spiral. You know what I mean? So I like lines that like, to me, capture so much with just like a single, one line thing. So yeah, that's my favorite part of it. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Nah, super dope.
Yeah, Coda's dope, man.
It's fire, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't know him, but he's a frequent guest on Dead End Sports, the sports show that we do. But Q was the one that put me onto him like a while ago, and it's just I just love seeing him kind of build up and just kind of roll, man. But yeah, he's dope. He's dope. Yeah, we review some of his.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I like just like. He got like this calming presence, you know what I mean? Like, and he's also like hella vulnerable. Like if you ever, get anybody listening, if you ever get a chance to meet him, like he's just like, he's very calm, but he's also very like forthbringing with like what he's going through in his life and transparent with himself, self-aware. Like, and he's one of those niggas also that it's like, he's very straightforward in how he raps shit, but things that he says is like very, very clever and witty, but it's very simply laid. You know what I mean? And to me, I think that's fire, and his production is always dope. So yeah, shout out to Coda. He's actually we got a joint. Me and Kaz got one that is most likely gonna make the collab project that me and Kaz got coming. So yeah.
So let me ask. So when you heard this beat, you knew immediately that's who you wanted on this project, on that song.
I knew literally immediately because I was leaving. I was leaving the studio from Kaz and Coda, and then I put this. So I write a lot of songs while I'm in the car, and so I was leaving the studio, and then I'm driving in the car and I'm playing it, and I just drove. So to just give you some perspective, I'm living in downtown. I just drove all the way to Long Beach because I'm like, I don't want to, like fuck up what I got going on right now. So I just drove all the way to I just kept driving, and I was writing while I was driving. I just write better. I don't know why while I'm driving. That's probably not safe. But and I finished like a verse, the hook, and a half, and then I came back to downtown. I was like, I'm gonna finish it later, and I just thought, I was like, Coda should be on this. So then I hit him the next day and sent it to him, and he loved it. But he was just like, I got a lot of shit moving right now because he was going back and forth between New York, and then maybe like 3 weeks later, he sent it back, and it was perfect. Yeah, but Coda was the first person I even thought of for the joint. I'm like, Coda got to be on this.
That's what's up.
Real quick, I'm a huge fan of Siri songs, so I hate that you made the Soul Part 4 be your last one. I feel like you still got like 2 left in you. Why this one? Yeah. Why this one is your last one? Why
yeah,
Part 4?
I definitely do. Honestly, bro, you know what's crazy is I decided it was going to be the last one like a week before we ingested the song, so probably like 2 weeks before it came out, and I was just mentally like, I want to do something else. So I'll still do something and start a new series, but I was just like, I want to do something else where it's a little bit more vulnerable. If that makes sense. Yeah, man, they crazy, bro.
Them souls hit, bro.
Yeah,
all
it's
of
funny because my brother called me and he was like, you shouldn't have said it yet. You could have told niggas later. And then he was like, you should have slept on it. Yeah, he was like, you should have just slept on it, like, and double back. But man, it's a beautiful series, bro, and I'm always happy when I create stuff that I can actually be a fan of. You know what I mean? Like I grew up a fan of Dot, and I used to always anticipate the hearts dropping. I still do. You know what I mean? Whenever one of the hearts drop, and it's just something that like I'm proud of. I can actually look at that series and be like, yo, I'm proud that that shit turned out as dope as it did. You know what I mean? Because I would have never thought it would grow to be that and see what people are attached to when I did the very, very first one.
I think it's dope because it's like you giving a quick mental check. Like this is where I'm at mentally right now, or whatever. Yeah. I feel like with every soul you gave a good like, all right, y'all, here go my mental check in. This is what's going on in Beezy,
exactly.
So
I love it. So I'm trying to find a creative way to do that, but I just want it to be different, and I don't know exactly what it is yet. But I felt like if I didn't put it out there that it was going to be the last one, that there's a part of me that would have ended up doing another one and not challenge myself to do something else that's, you know what I mean, different in a different way. But nah, it hurt. It hurt.
Yeah.
I think when the AirPods probably went out or something.
Did one of your AirPods go out? Nah, I can hear it in both. Is it
now you're back? It did something weird for a second.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, bet.
All right, so the last one that you sent in, it's called Pay for That, and it's unreleased. So is this going to be on a future project, or is it kind of floating in no man's land?
So this right now is the intro for the album right now, and there's a skit that goes at the end of this that I did take off the skit, so it's going to sound like it ends a little like off kilter. But right now, this is the intro for the album that's coming later this year, and I picked it because I think it has a lot of witty lines in it, but also B, I feel like the album is about ego, and it's about the understanding of ego and how there's also some positive effects. People always talk about ego and the negative, but then also, how it leads into the project of like being self-aware of ego and kind of going into that and learning how to like kill the parts that aren't good and then, live with the parts that can actually make you better and whatnot. Because I do believe ego is a good thing in a lot of ways. I don't think that you get niggas like Kobe or them without ego. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so
we talk about that shit all the time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of good parts about ego that people don't touch on. They just touch on it like it's bad. So yeah, this is Pay for That.
I took my struggle on record about ego neglection to get that shit played. We all gotta struggle, I'm hoping perspective can help you to quit being vain. Like one day we die, no matter the shit you accomplish, it's ending the same. No matter the money, the cars, the hoes or the clothes, you still in the grave. Where I see it, we all got a chance, we can help one another. Cocoon and the butterfly, reach for the flood, and that trauma keep coming. That shit like a stutter, don't know what would happen if I lost my brother. I saw what just happened, he just lost his brother. He drinking and popping, whatever could cover that hurt that he feeling. Like God took another and spiraling down, he never recovered. Oh shit, take the syrup pill, shit get mixed. Pop a bean like Joe Bryan, oh shit. All my family members to scientists, cook it back and then the block getting blitz. Why they drinking heavy, do it to cope. Life been beating niggas back on the ropes. Blame porches that taught me ego most. Grew up with locs, I've been working, taking care of the folks. Mama was credible, pops like 60 true, but mentally he's still a nigga in law, bending like it's flexible way. Homies locked up in federal way. I'm off shrooms in an edible way. Drip fitted like a schedule way. Why is the niggas the only ones that look down on others when they come up as easy but glorified when the struggle comes? It's like we've been conditioned to thinking it's better to struggle than try to get out of one. God am I in it?
Yeah, so that's paper. Not all. It's funny listening to that shit because the artist in me is like, damn, that ain't mixed. That ain't this. That ain't this. I love that record. That's the. That's
appreciate you getting us that exclusive, man.
Wow.
Of course. Yeah, and I felt like this was like a good space to start, and it's like anybody that does now hear the album, because I'm pretty sure that's gonna stay the intro for the album. It's like they get a little bit more perspective into the record. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, you know, how does it something maybe knock it out as the intro, or how to, you know, is it gonna stay the intro?
I think it'll stay the intro. It's funny. I usually always for albums I write the intro last because I always feel like you can't describe what something is until you finish it, and then you can kind of like intro it. But for this one, it was a little bit different. As soon as all the Back on Fig shit happened, I knew what I wanted my next album to be about, and I knew that, you know, through that process, that's why I even sang the song like Blame Portraits that taught me ego most, because that situation taught me so much about myself and ego and how to like understand, like, okay, so why are you upset at this? Like, what is it about this that bothers you, and why you want to react that way? And it just like was a rolling thing of like emotions of being, you know, frustrated, irritated, wanting to retaliate, killing my ego, and being like, what are we really talking about right now? This shit don't really mean nothing. The internet's not a real place. And then kind of like rebuilding with this different perspective of, you know, love, forgiveness, you know, moving without, you know, that part of ego, because you still got to have, you know, ego to do great things. And I just think it's a beautiful way to introduce it. And then it just got witty lines like, he pop a bean like Joe Bryant. Like, that's fire. Like, you pop a bean, but Kobe's pops is Joe Bryant. Like, I just got fire, little quick witty shit like that I like too. So I love that record. And shout out to Myke Hector. He produced that. So yeah, it'll most likely be the intro for the upcoming album.
Oh, that's dope, man. Appreciate you sharing that, man. For real, I know the fans appreciate it as well.
I feel like we should have like a whenever they get we hit them unreleased. Hey, we gotta have sound effects. Every time they hit us with an unreleased joint, it's like, bruh, I think people don't realize what we getting ready to listen to. Right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They don't know. So
and the thing about it is we don't listen to it ahead of time.
Nah.
So this
Yeah, I literally just sent this over to y'all. Yeah, I was gonna say I literally just sent this over to y'all because I was dragging on it. But I think that's dope though, like to be able to get unreleased, and for the artist too, because it's like it gives you a little bit of perspective of, you know, what you know, if you should go with that record, if people fuck with it, you know, different things like that. So yeah.
Gotcha.
But
yeah, so when it started, I was like, oh my God, is this the right one? Did I? I need to hear some rapping. But no,
just this creepy little piano for a while. Yeah, these trap drums, that come in, and that's what I'm saying. I like it because it just got texture. It's like this weird, eerie feeling. And then I've never had an intro that wasn't more like that's the first like trap intro. You get what I'm saying? Like usually my intros is in that 85 to 95 BPM, the classic hip hop, and that's a little bit different. So yeah.
That's what's up. But look, our platform is wide open to reason. You know what I'm saying? You want to send us some exclusive stuff, you like, yo, post it on the channel, do whatever. Hey, our platform is your platform. We appreciate
love. Nah, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I've been fans of y'all for a minute, man, and just, you know, thank y'all for in this crazy chaos world of media and content, for y'all just like literally just staying true and building, bro. Like that shit is really, really like needed in this space. You know what I mean? So,
appreciate it. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. But all right, we're gonna move forward to all of the member chats. Shout out to everybody sending the super chats. You guys got 60 seconds to send in your last super chats. 8:15, we're gonna close them down.
60 seconds.
Yeah, 60 seconds. Hey, because they've been coming in already.
I know.
They've been coming in. So you know, we don't want to go too crazy. But you got, you know, these last 60 seconds. Let me see how is it a true 60? You got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds to send these joints in. But let's get into the member questions, Ken.
All right. Up first, Daryl. What inspired you to want to rap?
So this is gonna be. I don't think I've ever told the story, but and it's gonna sound weird, and it might not be as grand of an answer as it could possibly be. But J. Cole, I was away at school, and this is right when Power Trip dropped. And I know this sounds crazy, but I was listening to the record. I'm a diehard J. Cole fan, and literally when the hook came on and Miguel's part came on and it was like, would you believe me if I said I'm in love? I just started singing something and I literally sang, baby, I want you to want me. And it was my first time hearing it. And I sang that part of it. And I was like, why the fuck is like, but this is when I probably been rapping for like 3 weeks at this point, like just doing shit on my MacBook. Yeah. And when I heard that song and did that, that's what made me feel like, oh damn, like if I could guess that, and I know this sounds crazy and stupid, ignorant now, but I was like, I could probably rap. Like J. Cole did not do that. And I was like, I could probably figure that out. And so I started writing and I started rapping and I was doing a lot of Lil Wayne shit, jacking for beats, talking about shooting niggas and shit. And I wrote one song called Letter to God, and the way I felt after it was just so like therapeutical that I stopped hooping. 3 months later when I came back home, I was supposed to go to Greece and go play pro, and I stopped, called my agent. He never talked to me again. And I just started rapping, bro. So yeah, shout out to Cole.
Dog, how tall are you?
I'm 6 feet, so I'm nothing more than a point guard. Nothing more than
got you.
Absolutely nothing else I could play. So yeah, I was solid, but I wasn't going to the NBA. The day I realized I wasn't going to the NBA was when I met Chris Paul, and that nigga was my height, and I said, I'm not as good as this nigga. There's absolutely no way I'm going to the NBA.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, next up we have Toy. Wow, that looks scary. It's red. It is. In the past, you talked about wanting to uplift your community, inspire more black men as role models. How do you feel about the progress you've made toward that goal? Also, I'm looking forward to your album with Kaz.
Got you. Appreciate it, bro. I mean, I hope I'm doing a good job. That's the reason I make the music that I make, because I don't want to be, another quote unquote role model that people can look at and it's like, look at the shit he's glorifying. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got nieces, and I've been that kid where it's like, I grew up thinking the only way you can make 6 figures was to be an athlete or a drug dealer. Like I grew up in that way: doctor, lawyer, athlete, drug dealer. Like that was the 4 professions. There were no salesmen, engineers, you know what I mean? Different things like that. So, me as the rapper, I'm just trying to just do more and give back, bro. Like, and I know it's cliche with the collective squad, do more, but that's literally like the goal is to teach people how to do other things. To teach people there's other ways in music to make money outside of being an artist. You know what I mean? There's writers, there's engineers, there's videographers, directors, there's creative, marketing. There's just different things. So, I hope I'm doing a good job, and I hope I'm. I hate when artists say they're not like, oh, I'm not a role model. It's like, nah, you take on that. Take the success, the fame, the millions, and then turn your nose when people tell you that you're not setting a good example. Like I don't respect that. So yeah.
Gotcha. Next one, Rob Costa. On your album, New Beginnings, you have features from Schoolboy Q, Rhapsody, Absol, Vince Staples, Jid, and Isaiah Rashad. If you could only choose one of them to do a collab album with, who are you choosing?
Oh, that's easy. JID. Yeah, I think Jid is remarkable, and I'm gonna start the petition. I actually was just talking to him the other day. I didn't tell him this part, but I'm starting the petition to put Jid in the Big 3 conversation. And I know niggas might think it's early, but I'm stamping it right now, and we can revisit it. You know what I mean? Like later on, but I'm stamping it right now. Like he's talented. He's really talented, man. He's talented. He's getting to that point to where his records are doing the numbers that you would need to qualify a Big 3. He's consistently dropping great music, great projects. He's getting bigger and bigger as far as the looks he's getting and everything else. Like I'm throwing his hat in the ring, even if he ain't throwing his hat in the ring. Jid is in that conversation. So yeah, Jaddy for sure.
What was the
I know, man. Sound like you was hating over there, man.
Not hating, man. He's talented, but
like I said, man. This is the thing. I'm gonna tell you why. Because we need new members of that conversation. If not, it's just gonna die.
Exactly.
And I feel like we're at a point where like nobody wants to put anybody else in that conversation. Yep. And it's like, okay, so what happens? Like Cole said, it's his last one. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But let's say it is. Drake is where he's at right now. Don't want to touch that. And then Kendrick is coming off the biggest moment. He's hotter than he's ever been. But it's like, what happens when they leave? Like, what do we have left? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to start petitioning for other people to be in that conversation. So yeah, he's not as big as those artists, but fuck it, I'm throwing his hat in there. Like, I got JID.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it, man. I feel like Jid should be way bigger than what he is right now. Like,
I agree. I agree. Yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. I genuinely believe it's just because Jid, and I can't give that away. My bad. But I think it's because Jid don't pop his shit enough. And I think it's coming. And I think that when he starts to doing that, I think it's going to be a lot of niggas that don't want that problem. And so I'm early right now, but let's just revisit this conversation. You know what I mean? When the time comes.
Yeah, because he's rapped with so many different people, like from the Griseldas to like I mean everyone, man. He could go up against anyone.
Nah, he a monster, bro. He a monster. And that's the thing. It's like it's a lot of us that are like I think I'm a monster, but I haven't reached the plateau that he's had. So for him to have, you know what I mean? I was about to say diamond, platinum joints, gold albums, his monthlies on Spotify, which if that means anything is crazy. He's starting to check those boxes is the point that I'm making. You get what I'm saying? So now it's like, niggas gotta see him. When if he pop out and want to be on that type of time, you can't play the you little dog, I'm big fish. Nah, you gotta come outside. You gotta come outside. So
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Y'all on board with that?
Yeah, I think you definitely got to put his head in the box.
I like it.
And we've
You don't
talked.
get smacked when you pretend in the box.
Not when that's the name that you pull out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Like, nah, Jid is definitely in that conversation.
Yeah.
But like you said, like it was a couple of boxes that I felt that he hadn't checked. He's starting to check those boxes.
He's starting to check them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, like, bro, I'm telling a lot of people, and that's what I mean. A lot of people don't realize it because he don't pop his shit. Like, I've told you on the phone, like, nigga, everybody would know I had platinum resume. You crazy. Like, you crazy, bro. Like, but he just so chill and laid back and humble. You know what I mean? But like, he's starting to check them. I know I'm early, and so that's what I'm saying. I know I'm early on it, but he's starting to check those boxes, and it's like, don't got no bad projects. Like, to me, the Forever Story was one of the best projects that year, and I just think that he's putting his name in that, his hat in that ring in that conversation. So, I'm looking forward to what his next one is. I think they just announced that it's turned in, so I'm excited about it.
Yep. We saw that. We talked about it on
heard it here first.
on the rundown. So
So sorry, Jid, if I put too much pressure on you, but I ride with my niggas. So yeah,
that's dope. And that's dope, man.
Yeah.
All right, a couple of super chats and member chats real quick. We got gotta show love to Reason. You one of my favorite artists. Right now, I appreciate the exclusive Spotify shirt and love the Gambino flip on Situation. So clean.
Oh, fire. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Nah, that's hard. And he got the Spotify exclusive shirt. That means you got to be like a top Reason listener to even be offered that shirt to buy. So that's love, bro. Thank you so much.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right. And moving on, we got Pip. What's up, Reason? Been a fan since There You Have It drop. How many songs will be on the Cos collab project? And can you mention any producers on the project?
Fire. As of right now, we're aiming for no more than 15. I say that because we got like 40 something joints. So we're aiming for because we've been working on this project for years. We'll work on it, then we'll stop, then we'll work on it. So we're aiming for no more than 15. Off the top of my head, we got Boy Wonder, Myke Hector, the homie Coleman, and I want to give one more, but I'm blanking. The homie Cinco. So those is like 4 producers that's on the project. But I can't wait for niggas to hear that project. I'm excited as fuck about that project. For real.
Yeah. I feel like Cos needs a resurgence. I think this is a great way to come back.
Yeah, not for sure. And he got a lot of music similar to me. Just in a space of like, I'm just ready to like free the hard drive. Like, we got group chats where we be talking, we always be like, free the hard drive. Like, niggas gotta let everything go. You get what I'm saying? Do it strategically, because you don't want to just be putting anything out. But he has a lot of music coming this year, so I think he'll be outside probably in like a month or something like that. So yeah,
that's what's up.
So, all right. So this one, Henny Huncho.
Henny Hunch. That looked like DJ Head.
How can artists tap in, and what about those who aren't artists but have platforms who may want to try to promote this to local artists?
Dope. You can tap in directly with me on Instagram at Reason Official, or my manager is Jay Andy, like Jaay Andy. And then there's also the Do More Dot Records Instagram page. You can also tap in over there, and it's honestly pretty easy to get a hold of somebody through one of those pages. And we open to collabing with whatever, even if it's like a platform that builds up local artists. Like I'm open to doing something with that. Let's just find creative ways to do it. But I'm with it though. So yeah.
Dope. Simpson, what's your relationship like with Absol, being that you both grew up in Carson?
So what's crazy is me and Absol, we literally grew up down the street from each other. Like I could walk to his house in 6 minutes, but we didn't know each other. He knew my older sister because they went to high school together. But our relationship is pretty much the same. Like I look at him as like the blueprint of what comes out of Carson. Like when niggas talk about rappers from Carson, I think of Razcast, Absol, Reason, and I'm even proud to even be in that bubble of a conversation, you know what I mean? And so for me, our relationship is the same. Like he's the big homie from Carson. I still look at him as somebody that, you can go to and get an understanding of things. He's always tell niggas, Absol talking codes. So like he'll talk to you and you don't really understand he always talk like that, bro.
That's crazy.
If you go listen to an Absol interview, half of the Absol interview, you're gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga's talking about. and then it's like sometimes it gets you later and you be like, oh, that's what he was, or sometimes you never figure it out. You get what I'm saying? But that's who he is, bro. He's the wizard, and for me, he was the blueprint of coming out of Carson. Like niggas wanted to be Absol if he started rapping. So yeah, shout out to Solo.
Dope.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Marty McFly, you mentioned advising artists in content growth. What type of content do you think more artists should be doing?
So I think it's not necessarily what type of content. I think it's just about delivery. And this is coming from a nigga that hates the social media shit that you got to do, but you got to be consistent with your content. You're never going to grow if you're not consistent with your content. And then also finding ways to deliver it, and then figuring out what content to put ad dollars behind. And I'm only speaking from a music standpoint right now. When things start to catch, and I actually learned this from LaRussell, shout out to him, we had a conversation. But when things start to catch naturally, this is, unfortunately, music is a pay-to-play game. And so you gotta, when things start to catch, you have to put money behind it to grow the flames. You gotta pay attention to what your fan base likes and do that and give them those moments. Just a quick thing, like I just went to Coast Contra's show like a couple of days ago.
Shout out to Coast Contra. They dope.
Shout out to Coast Contra. Yeah, I just met them for the first time. They super like dope human beings too. We all know they went viral for sitting at the table and rapping.
Yep.
They opened their show with the table with the rapping shit. Like that was fire.
That's dope.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit was hard as fuck. So it's like I say that to say that's an example of like understanding what type of content the people that fuck with you like, and like building a moment on it. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, because as soon as they sat down at the table, I was in
you already knew.
Hold the fuck on. Like, yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, because that's what I remember from them. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I would say to that.
Dope.
Shout out to Troy, who just sent a shout out. Shout out to Reason and Danny Hip Hop. Keep up the great work.
Love. Thank you, Troy. Appreciate it.
Yep. Yes, sir.
The other one is from Juan. Speaking of clean tracks, reads, I wanted to use Better Days for a school project a few years ago and couldn't because there was no clean track.
I gotta get better with that. That's all. I apologize, Juan. I ain't gonna lie, I be turning the album in, and once I turn it in, I be on to the next so quick. You know what I mean? But I really need to start doing that because I got a lot of homies that coach and all type of shit. They be like, we wanted to put it in on warm-ups, but you saying bitch and fuck and all. Yeah, so, yeah, I gotta get better with that. But shout out to Juan though.
Yeah, sounds like it's a whole other market out there, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah, for sure. I'm definitely missing out on streams by just not even having a clean version. So yeah.
I mean, we be missing out too, cause we be cursing. Hey, we feel you, bro. We be missing out too, man.
It'd be like that.
Rob Costa, shout out Reason, Color Dreams, a beautiful song.
Love, thank you, bro. There's actually a part 2 to that. I think I'm gonna exclusively release that. I got like a playlist on Untitled that I let some of my like core fans get, so I'm gonna probably upload that to that. So yeah, if you want to be in that too. every like couple of weeks, I add people to my close friends, and then or the broadcast channel, and I post those links in there, so you can go there. And it's just like records that I feel like may not come out, but I want to give to people. I just update the Untitled folder and just keep giving fans free music and shit. So yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Okay, and we got push the button. Damp House. Who are the most impressive artists you've worked with?
Wow, that's a tough question. Most impressive.
You said plural too, so
Okay, got you. I was trying to think of like literally the most impressive one. Most impressive artists I've worked with. Doechie's one of them for sure. Baby Tate is impressive as hell. Like I knew who Baby Tate was, but until I worked with her, I didn't know that she was as good of a rapper as she is and as good of a singer. And she's just overall an entertainer. So Baby Tate, Buddy is phenomenal. Like he's one of those people that can literally make an entire song in like 12 minutes and it'd be good, not in a bad way. Like it'd be a good song, you know what I mean? And I would probably throw in there probably Jid again, probably JID. Just somebody that pays so close attention to all the details of a song. It's just impressive to see how he views every single pocket and piece of a record, you know what I mean, to be able to build it up. So yeah.
Gotcha. And the other one's just a super sticker. We appreciate it. Just want to recognize Pool Boy. So appreciate you sending
Pool
that.
Boy Q.
And,
Pool Boy, how did
Pool Boy Q.
Oh, I just shout out to Pool Boy Q. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, that is funny.
Be creative with these names.
So I do have one more, but
go ahead.
In just a second. No, it's
okay. But since I didn't realize that you was a hooper. We got to talk a little bit of basketball. In the chat, I don't know who did that. Sonny, was that you? You put in that poll? They put in a poll. Who would win in a one-on-one? You, Reason, or Modest Media? 70. The last time I looked, it was 76% said Reason will bust your ass, Modest. How you feel about that?
It's just a poll.
I'm letting you know. It's a long day with me, bro. Like, yeah, that's my first.
Hey, look. I'm a defender. Modest, you ain't got to say nothing. Back in our day, because we old now, we still look good for our age. Back in our day, you know what I'm saying, it would have definitely been tough. But today, right now, you got him. Hey, Beezy a hooper too. I was a hooper. Keyword. We not about that life no more.
That's my first love, man. That's the only thing that still get me like in a heavy competitive. Like I can't turn it off. Like if I go hooping, I ain't been hooping in a minute, and then like somebody kind of get the best of me, I'll be in the gym tough for like 3 months straight.
See,
like
that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of because I haven't like balled in a minute, and I feel like me being somewhat out of shape. I'm back working out now, but like I'm not basketball in shape. But like
basketball in shape is a whole different.
It's a whole different thing.
It's a whole different.
Like I work out every morning, but that's
but it ain't even remotely the same.
So if I get back in basketball shape, I feel like the second I go out there, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm just out here to have fun. But then the competitive spirit gonna
I can't like do that. It, bro. It's like a switch, bro. That I can't turn it off. Like it's like the moment we start open, I just black out and it just be that. But
see, and you a guard, you know what I'm saying? Like guards, you gotta be tough, bro. Like mentally, physically, like you gotta be a pest. You know what I'm saying? And you can't let somebody get the best of you. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta come back. Hey, give me that rock. Give me that rock. That nigga just scored on me. Let me.
So you gotta be like that. Now I'm waiting for my chance to get into one of these celebrity joints. I'm going for like 40. I'm like niggas gonna be mad at me. They gonna be like this nigga Reason don't pass. This nigga don't be like nigga, I'm going for like 40. I know, man.
40, them celebrities cannot hoop, man.
Bro, they're only like Chris Brown. It's only like a handful.
They're like the worst basketball player like you've ever like. It almost looks like they just discovered a basketball.
Yes,
like bro, like none of you niggas ever played. Like it's a couple. Like Chris Brown's good. Davies is good. It's a couple of niggas that can kind of, but like even like when niggas was talking about like, oh Quavo, I'm like nigga, Quavo trash. Like, this nigga cannot play basketball.
I be like, man, I'll lock his ass up,
bro.
Man.
I'm like, this shit bad, bro. Like Quavo trash, man. So I gotta get in one of those.
Kevin Hart's good though, right? Kevin Hart, he's good, right?
For his size.
For his size, because
but he not a hooper though. You know how like niggas that
lock his ass
like
up
Quavo can hoop, but he not a hooper.
Yeah,
that's literally what it is. It's like Quavo's good for the niggas that like don't hoop. So it's like if you put him on the court with a bunch of niggas that don't hoop, it's like he can kind of hoop.
He's the guy.
What I'm saying? Like, but like a hooper, it's like you can tell how a nigga dribble the ball up the court. Like he kind of like you know what I'm saying? Like the moment you start dribbling the ball up the court, you're like, oh shit. Like
like Kevin Hart not a hooper. Right. You know what I'm saying? We was hoopers. Exactly. Kevin Hart not a hooper, bro.
You know who I say is actually pretty good? Is Bud Crawford, the fighter. Really? That nigga's actually, bro, because he's a competitor. He's not necessarily a hooper, but because he's a competitor and he's so strong and a dog, like, bro, that nigga's and he guard full court the whole game. The whole game. Wow. Like, he don't even believe in like tippy toe. Like it's full court the whole game. Like so, I played in a celebrity game with him. He was on my team, but like he had like 20, and it was like 14 was like steals in the backcourt, and he went in. This is crazy. Like so all
right. So do you know Thurs?
Thurs, I know Thurs. Yep.
Yeah, Thurs who?
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. I gotta tap in.
Yeah.
All right, you better answer this question right, or I'm gonna revoke your hooper. Do you have a basketball in the trunk at all times?
1,000%.
Okay, see, he a hooper.
I got 3 pair of basketball shoes in there too. You're not gonna never open my trunk, and that's right.
I don't even hoop no more. I just keep them in my trunk.
There's no way I can not have it. Like, one thing I'm not gonna do is be somewhere and not have it. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Reason, I was so bad. I had shoes for strictly outside, and I had shoes for the gym. I'm going to the gym. I get these kicks. I'm wearing. I'm moving outside.
I got my outside kicks. That's why I got 3 pair of shoes, because I got my outside joints, and then I got my main ones. But then if I'm not feeling those that day, then I got my other joints. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
Okay, now he a real hooper.
Yeah.
You're stepped now. We ain't had to revoke.
I can't do it. It's funny because I go to the trunk, because sometimes I switch cars, and I'll literally like switch the basketball to another one. They like, oh, you going to hoop? No, I just gotta be in there. It's like a normal thing. Gotta be in there.
100%. That's what's up. Sticking on basketball, and then we'll get out of here. Have you been watching the NBA?
I have been watching the NBA. Yeah.
Who's the MVP right now for you?
Shay.
Like hands down, it's not even close to nobody.
It's close with him and Joker. Joker. It's hard. It's difficult because Joker is doing something that I've like. This is what it is. If you're going by numbers and like what is like impressive statistically and like what'll probably never be done again, it's Joker. But if I'm just using my hooper eyes and looking at a nigga, I'm like, Shay's the best nigga in the league, bro. Like, it's hard for me to...
He can get to his spots. He can do whatever he wants to do.
He can literally do whatever. And it's like moments of the game. Everything. Bro, it's moments of the game where 9 minutes go by. Shay got 21 in 9 minutes. Like, it's wild. Like, the end, you got to look at it like this. And I tell people, because they be like, oh, Shay is only at like 32 or 33 a game and Joker's right there. I'm like, bro, you got to understand that these niggas be blowing niggas out. It'd be a lot of games he don't be finishing. I've seen games where Shay got 40 and he sit for the last 14 minutes. Bro, like last 14 minutes of the game. I haven't seen nothing like this since the year that Kobe scored 81 and had like the month of 45. Like I haven't seen a nigga just be exploding for 40-point nights like at the drop of a dime like this.
His footwork is impeccable. I fucking love his footwork.
He's nasty,
I love the way
bro. And he's super strong. He looks skinny, but he's strong. He get into your space and bump you, and then he's disgusting, bro. So I got Shay, but I'm never mad if a nigga pick a center that's averaging a triple-double.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
wild.
Like, we never seen a center get 20 assists. Like, that's some.
Bro, that's just making it look easy. Like he's so nonchalant with it. It's crazy.
That you know, like as a hooper, if I was on the court with Joker, it would piss me the fuck off because it's like, nigga, you not trying and you got 30, 20.
I'll go even further, bro. The nigga won the championship and said he was mad he had to go to the marathon because he wanted to go back home to his ranch. Like, so he beat you niggas on the biggest stage of your life, and he don't even care. He don't even care, bro. Like that's the most disrespectful shit. Like he literally was like, I want to go home, bro. Like I'm over playing with you weak ass niggas. Like I just want to go home, bro. Like that's the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen, dog.
But I don't disagree with Shay right now being the MVP. It's one of those two.
It's one of those two. Like and I'm not mad. I don't think anybody gets robbed if you pick
Exactly.
Like if you pick Joker, if there was any year that there should be 2 MVPs, it's this year. They should
100%.
both get they should both get MVP. But 100%. I don't think anybody gets robbed. I'm gonna just go with Shay. Like if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with Shay right now. But shit, like honestly, the way they put bro in a week, you might hit me and that might be a whole different answer, bro.
Yeah,
it could be Joker. Like it could be.
Last week it was Joker for me. This week is Shay. And
it goes back and forth.
And for both B and Reason, what y'all was saying, where Shay operates on the court is different than every other guard in the league, bro. And how, like, he don't care if you're around him. You know what I'm saying? He shoots over.
He can score in a phone booth, bro. He can score
100%. The separation he gets is ridiculous. The last time that I seen separation like that was prime James Harden.
For sure.
That like the step back and it's like, bro, you're not even nowhere near him. Yeah. And even if you are, he's getting a jumper over you, bro. It's
and when you look at how competitive it is on the at guard, like not to take nothing away from Joker, but like it's not a ton of great bigs in the league. So Joker be just kind of like beating up on niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like, but like Shay be getting guarded by niggas best players. Like, you know what I mean? Like he be going up against teams that got great defenders and giving niggas 45. And it'd be like he was like Colin Sexton is a dog. He was killing Colin Sexton, like cooking him. Like it looked like Colin was a cone. Like he was just everything he did. I'm just like, bro, this nigga's nasty, bro. So Shay is impressive, but I'm not mad at either one though. I'm not mad at either one. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Ooh. Again, Reason, appreciate you.
Got one more.
Oh, we got yeah. That's right. Go ahead.
What's up?
Go ahead.
So there's always a question. So I said, like, every artist we have on here, I'm going to ask them this question. But I think we actually had a super chat that asked the question that I normally ask. So I'm just going to let the person that sent in the super chat ask the question.
Okay, bet.
All right. So much love to Reason. Has anyone ever questioned where you got the name Reason and what the meaning behind it is?
So yes, so people have asked me this. It's a 2-part answer. So my name is Rob, and I was looking for names that start with an R. So I know that sounds crazy, but I was looking for stuff that literally just starts with an R because I'm like, I don't want to change my signature too much if I got to sign autographs. Why I was thinking about this with 47 niggas that listen to my music, I have no idea, but that's what I was thinking about. But I came up with Reason because I felt like when I started making music and just sending it to my brother for feedback, I felt like the word reason is to like reason with somebody, define some type of middle ground. And I felt like that was kind of what my music represented. It was like a nigga that was from the hood, but I went to school. I wasn't in all that shit. I wasn't gang banging. The homies was, I would be in a relationship, but still deal with wanting to be out in the streets. Like everything to me was like, I worked a regular job where I put on slacks and a shirt every day. And then I would go hang out with the homies that was on bullshit. Like I felt like I was in this middle ground area and that's what the music was representing. And I felt like the day-to-day person, majority of people I feel like do live in the middle ground area so people can relate to that. You know what I mean? You got these songs where niggas is fucking 100 bitches in 3 verses. It's like the regular person don't live like that. You know what I'm saying? Like and different things like that. So I feel like my music kind of like represented that. And that was, to me, it just caught on and it made a lot of sense. So yeah.
What did your brother say when you were sending him some of your early work?
What's crazy is he was rapping with me at first. So I got a twin brother for anybody that don't know. So
wow.
He coaches for the Ravens. So he's on Hard Knocks. If you go watch Hard Knocks, you'll be like, oh, what the fuck is Reason doing on Hard Knocks? But so when I went to school, we was off of the MacBook just sending songs back and forth because we love Wayne. So we was just rapping, doing Jack and the Beast type shit. And then one day I sent him a song and it was an actual record because we had never did that. We was just rapping about shooting niggas and selling drugs. And so when I sent it to him, that was the Letter to God joint. He literally called me and was like, bro, you're gonna make a lot of money off this one day. He was like, if you actually do this, like this is like impressive. Like I don't know how you're actually like rapping about other shit besides shooting niggas and selling drugs. Like, and so I started to like make more records and he's like I call him my most honest critic because I'll send him shit that a lot of people like and he's very hard on me. And so some records he loved, some of them he didn't, some beats he loved, and he was just very honest with me and we kind of just started molding and shaping what ended up being There You Have It. So he was really like my A&R through There You Have It, New Beginnings, and then like probably like half of Porches. That's when his life got too crazy, and he was like, I can't listen to everything at the drop of, because I was sending a nigga like 3-4 records a day. And so, but he's still the person that like an album don't come out unless he thinks that the project is dope. Like it won't even come out to the public. So yeah.
That's what's up.
Bro, you really have a twin brother. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's my brother, bro. Yeah, that's my nigga. I was on the phone with him. He was the reason I was late to loading this shit up. I was on the phone with him a lot of times. I was like, nigga, I gotta get off the phone, bro. Like, yeah, but
dog, I just saw this shit. Like, damn, this nigga really got a twin.
He coached for the Ravens, bro. He coached for the Ravens.
That's wild as hell.
We don't look like exactly alike, but we look enough alike where if you didn't know I had one and he walked out the room and then I came in, like you wouldn't be able to. You have to know what you're looking for. Like, oh, that looked like a different nigga. You get what I'm saying?
So obviously he was a football player?
He was a football player, yep, and I played basketball. Okay. And we made that decision early because when you a twin, you get compared a lot. So it's like, let's say you average 30 and your twin brother average 32, you the sorry twin because you average 30. And I average 30, nigga. Like, it's like, I'm not the sorry when I just average less. So we got tired of being compared, and he was better in football than I was, and I was better in basketball. And so we just ended up, splitting it up. So yeah, I hope that he played football. So yeah.
Wow.
Dope.
He was nice too. He was really, really nice. He just wasn't fast
enough. What he played, DB?
Nah, wide out. And he got some NFL looks. It's just that they want, out of 40 years, they wanted him to run a 4.4 and the closest he can get was like a 4.55, so he never got a real shot. So
gotcha.
Can he rap too?
He can put words together. That's the best I got. It's funny because we joke about like him performing for me sometimes. And when I was on tour, he came out to a show in Denver, and during sound check, mind you, was nobody there. I'm like, rap the soul, like rap it. And he started getting nervous. I'm like, nigga, ain't nobody in here yet. Like, what you nervous for? So he tried to rap the soul. Like, mind you, he know all the words, but he tried to rap the soul like just, playing in front of nobody. And that's when he got a different perspective for performing at that point. He like, nigga, I don't know how you do this, bro. Like, he like, ain't nobody in the bar. And he's like, I'm sweating and shit. Like, I'm like, nigga, it ain't nobody here yet. Why you nervous? Like, But he can put words together. He can't rap, but he can, he can do it.
Gotcha.
That's what separates somebody that think that they can rap from like a true artist, in my opinion. Because, getting on that stage. And especially like when you're up and coming, like don't nobody know who you are, and you gotta sway people from like you don't know who I am to thinking I'm dope in whatever set time, bro. That's a whole different animal.
I tell people it's very difficult to do, but it's your biggest tool that you can use to get new fans. Because like, so for me, every time I got on stage, I would start my set with Better Days, because I knew even though it's my best song at the time, like. I'm only gonna get 20 seconds of a nigga paying attention up here. You get what I'm saying? Because he don't know who I am. So I gotta kick off with something that grabs your attention right away. I can't rap over my own lyrics because then I'm gonna sound like all these other niggas that get on stage, 30 niggas, and rap over their own lyrics. And I used to start my set with Better Days no matter where I was at, because it would grab people's attention. And now I only got you for 10 to 15 minutes. If you like what you hear in that 10, 15, you gon' A, follow me, but then B, you gonna go tell somebody, yo, there was a nigga up there named Reason, like he was fire. And so with up and coming artists, I tell them all the time, like, yeah, all this internet shit matters, but like, you can't control if something goes viral, but any stage you can get on, bro, go get on the stage. And if you're dope, you just keep collecting people that follow you. Like, you might get 13 people here, 20 people here, 30 people here. You just got to keep building it. You know what I mean? So get on as many stages as possible. But yeah, I agree. That's the biggest like difference between a nigga that just make music or rap and an actual artist that, you know what I mean, wants to do it. It's the performance aspect. The performance aspect. For sure.
100%. But look, Reason, I feel like we took up enough of your time. I know we could talk for like a whole nother. Look, we definitely need to have you.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I gotta pull up in person so we could do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, yes, sir.
Like that. For sure.
But we also got to get you on Dead End Sports.
I'm with that. Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to you. We gonna get you on Dead End Sports.
Okay, I'm with that. I'm 100% with that. That's
because some of my co-hosts on that show, they don't know what the fuck they talking about when it comes to basketball, dog. They just don't. So
I really know hoops, and I be passionate. I'm the nigga that watch First Take and be yelling at the screen and shit when they say shit that I don't like. So yeah, we could do that.
100%. But man, appreciate you. Next time you in the ATL, we definitely got to link up in person. Yes. Next time we out there in the West Coast, we don't go out there often, but when we do, you know what I'm saying, we'll definitely reach out to you and we'll definitely set that up. But appreciate you. Definitely got to have you back on the show. This will not be the last time. Anything that you want to tell the fan base that's still here watching?
Just keep streaming the project. I love you again. Oh, because my distro is gonna be pissed if I don't do this. We got merch dropping for I Love You Again. Anybody that's on the stream, how does he want me? I forgot exactly how I was supposed to deliver the link for anybody that's on the stream to be able to get it early, but I'm not doing it here. But just come to my Instagram. I'm gonna put up the link like maybe within the next hour or so, just for people that want to get it early. We're still working on the website, but anybody that's here can get it early. And that's merch and the CD. We do got vinyls coming, and we got do more merch coming. So just tap in, and there's a lot of stuff coming up and whatnot.
And if you mention us, we'll repost it on our IG too. So mention that hip hop, and we'll we'll put it out too.
Yes, sir.
Fire. I'll get it up. I'll get it up there. So yeah.
But yeah, man, I just want to personally say thank you for coming through. Thank you for your time, man. Like, if you've seen any of the reviews that we've done, man, like I'm like advocating for you. I just want you to win, bro, because I think you're like super talented, man. Like, I really mean that. I really wish you success, man, for real. Nah, it's kind of similar to Jid, because I feel the same way about Jid. I be wanting him to win. It's the same thing with you, bro. Same thing, bro.
I appreciate you. For real. Nah, thank you. And like I said, like I've watched all the reviews that y'all have done of any of my shit. I've watched a lot of reviews that y'all done of other people's shit, and that's what I'm saying. Like I just love that y'all conversations is authentic. Even if y'all speaking negatively about a project, it's never from the space of like trying to tear somebody down or hate. Right. It's just like, being fans and giving an honest opinion about music. And I can always respect that no matter where my music falls in that, tier. You know what I mean? I can respect it being honest and authentic and not like, for like a moment or something like that. So yeah.
Right. What's up? Appreciate you, man. But shit, we'll be back next week with another The Listening. That artist is from the ATL. So make sure you stay tuned in. But we'll catch you guys next time. Appreciate it.
I feel like I know who it is. We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. All right, love. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.